well, welcome both of you to our 6 p.m. performance seminar. This is for the 15th of November, our 6 p.m. session. And I want to open up the floor and we'll get started with Isha. So Isha, when you're ready, go ahead and share with us what you're going to play. And who wrote it, and your name.
Hi, my name is Isha. I'm going to be playing Winter Tale by
Bravo. How's that for you, Miss Isha?
Good.
Yeah? What are some things that you felt went really well in that performance that you're happy with?
The tempo and the rhythm.
Yeah. I think the rhythm is there, the notes are there, the tempo is there. What more needs to be added then so that you can get closer to this theme of a winter tale?
Maybe some dynamic.
Yeah. Is that something that you've already thought of?
Yeah.
Or, yeah?
I feel like I have to add that in.
Okay, so that would be the next thing, right?
Yeah.
The other thing you could think about as well is not just the dynamics, but the tone that you want to set. Is this a very cold opening? Like, is this winter tale? Is this person alone walking in the forest? Or are there a lot of people all together? You know?
Yeah.
You can start to really play around with the story. Is this person excited to be there, or are they feeling a bit lonely? All right, so you can really start digging deep into the feeling or the mood of the person as they walk through. Then once you get down to this third line, things get a little bit more interesting, right? Especially with these harmonies, this G and the F natural. What do you think might be happening here in this scene, in the music? On this person's journey, have they discovered something here?
Maybe like
What was that, sorry?
yeah, I don't know. Maybe like he caught something before.
Yeah, maybe, right? Because it's just been the same chord the whole time. A, E to D, F sharp, over and over and over and over again. Then all of a sudden he switches to this here, and a C and E, and a G, D, and an A, E. So these are some clues that you can look out for when you're playing a piece of music, and when the harmonies change. What could be happening? Might we play those a little bit softer or a little bit louder? Yeah. And then, of course, when it goes down to the end, yeah, you can really bring down the volume, right, to PP. Atticus, did you have any thoughts for Isha?
I think you could start out quieter.
Yeah. What would that do if she started out quieter?
It would change the tone of the piece.
That was good. I think it would have changed the tone of the piece. It'll also give it somewhere to go. All right. So that when Isha, you do get to this third line, you can do a slight crescendo. You can bring up just slightly and then bring it back down. But in order for you to build it, I agree with Atticus. You want to start quieter so that you're starting at a low level and then you build it up and then come back down. But great. This is a good start. Come back again once you've got it, got more of a story and your dynamics in place, okay? All right, well done. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Mr. Atticus, go ahead and introduce yourself and your piece. Hello.
Atticus, and I'm playing the exposition of Mozart's Sonata in F. Just the first one.
Nice. How was that?
A little rough.
What was that, sorry?
Slightly rough. It's not memorized yet, so I have to look up sometimes to see what's going on.
That's okay, that's okay. That's a good start though. You can, at this stage, because you've got a lot of energy throughout the whole piece and it works in certain parts. But you can pull back the energy and intensity in the opening. Slow it down just a wee bit, right? So that you can really shape this line. And because of the speed that you were playing at, I felt that the phrase was chopped in half. Dum, da, dum, da, dum. You have these just slight accents on the half notes. So listen really carefully, right, to how you shape all the way to the last note. Yeah, just one line.
Yeah.
Left hand as well, just slightly lighter. Yeah. But before I start digging away, now that you've had that run, what does that inform you? What have you learned from that run that you need to start continuing to adjust for next time?
I mean, I've been trying to make my left hand lighter, but it doesn't always happen, so I guess just being able to do that more consistently is one thing I would focus on more.
Yep, for sure. And I think also the other thing you can do is practice the left hand staccato and the right hand legato. Really isolate it, right?
I think
So
also,
that it's, yeah, go ahead.
I think also my articulation in the left hand could be a little bit clearer.
Yes, yeah, for sure. I would do some more separate hand practice with this. That's what I'd do as well. Because on its own, it's pretty beautiful. Just the left hand, even the way that he's written it. So practice just one hand at a time and just think of what you want to do with the left hand. Whether you're playing it cantabile or whether you're being really rhythmic with it. Even the stuff here, dun, 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 it doesn't need to be too poignant. It can still be quite light, yeah? That means that when you get to here, then you can really take off, yeah? Just make sure though that when you do push the music forward, it doesn't get too out of hand, right? Still make sure that it has the sense of that it breathes. This is one thought. This is another thought. If you play too quickly, then they get kind of mushed together. There's no time for the sound to settle after each motion, right? And then when we have these here, bring the volume back down. All right. So just think about how you want to play each of these sections when it's forte, and where you think the appropriate place is to put in a breath. Yeah? These were fun. This part was all fine. What's your plan? Yeah, thank you, Archie. What's your plan for the next week with the piece? So you work on balance, yeah? Anything else in particular that pops up?
Just specifically for this section.
Yeah.
I could clean up the rhythms in a few spots.
Is that just metronome work? You reckon, or how are you going to do that?
I think that's just a muscle memory thing.
Yeah. I think as well, the other thing you could do is try doing some conducting with it as well. Just tapping the pulse on your leg as you play, so that everything is kept just really steady, right? That's definitely something you can try. Have you tried that yet with the piece?
I think I did it like the first 2, 3 days.
Yeah, try it again. Try it again because it's really going to help just settle the pulse, so that you don't rush forward. But it's also going to help you figure out the pulse within the phrase as well. So give that a little go and see how it works. I think the biggest thing for you will be to go back and watch the video. Watch the video and just hear how you performed, and you realize that you can actually pull a lot of it right back. It doesn't need to be too over the top. When you get to the third movement, that's when you got a lot more energy and that you can really push forward. But for this one here, just play on the lighter side. Yeah. Awesome. Isha, do you have any thoughts? What did you think of the sonata?
They were pretty good.
Yeah. What are some things that you feel Atticus does well in his performance?
The dynamics and the tempo sounds really good.
Yeah, they do, right? I think he's got a really great control of the dynamics. Something just to think about though, Isha, when we play, is there is such a thing as playing too quickly and then we lose the detail, right? So what I'm talking to Atticus about is that he can actually afford to play this a little slower so that it can have more time for his phrases to breathe. And it's probably going to be easier as well with the balance, so just bear that in mind. This is good, Atticus. Come back again soon with the development section. It's a really nice piece. This is one of my favorite Mozart sonatas. Okie dokie, that brings us to the end. You two have a great evening, and we'll see you guys again at the next performance seminar. Thanks so much. All right, thanks, Atticus.